things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Navy ready for kickoff as we get this game started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Notre Dame's offense takes the field for the first time today. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors and you've got to limit the penalties because those will kill you, Pollack.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
Guys, let's talk for a minute about Notre Dame. Really good win on the recruiting trail last week. Got a commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
He's going to help them out a lot because of his speed. He simply has things you can't coach from the linebacker position. So his ability to track the ball sideline to sideline, but also get downhill, he's going to make this defense a whole lot more difficult to move the football against.
Big play for the Irish there, reminiscent of a Tim Brown or Rocket Ismail.
Yeah, and I'm glad you used a reference in the last 30 years, Reese. You know, just trying to find playmakers at Notre Dame, and Michael Mayer, obviously, in the recent years, was a guy that you could really, really depend on. Trying to find those golden Tates, those elite players out wide is something they've been missing over the last several years.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Hard running there. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. A huge third down here in the brigade from the Naval Academy, letting this offense hear it. Looking to pass. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the open. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. The midshipman offense makes its way onto the field for their first possession of the game. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Navy to the line, needing just a few inches on third down. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Gibson. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. Guys, we have a second here to talk about Navy. Good pickup on the recruiting trail last week. 3-star offensive lineman gives him a verbal, and this is the type of talent they need to get into the program and then develop.
Yeah, and this really was more of an emotional decision, I think, for him as well. He's been a fan of this program ever since he was a young boy, and now he's getting a chance to live out his dreams. As a 3-star, he had opportunities to go elsewhere to play in better conferences against better competition, but this for him felt like home, and now he has a chance to go out and live that dream.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. To the ground with the back. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. The Brigade celebrating another first first down, and that's really the way Navy's always done it. You can even think back to the great Napoleon McCallum, who ran through defenses at will.
Simple, but so disciplined, right? Like running the option year after year, you got to have discipline. Not surprising, Navy is always good at it because so many young men with such discipline, they can run a system and really just continue to methodically move the ball down the field.
This drive was clicking along, but now it's 2nd and 14. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Navy now in trouble here on 3rd and long. Wants to go up top. Safe completion on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. And he'll have to find the line and generate some power. A 46-yarder from the left. No good. And guys, after the miss, no change in the score.
Just not enough leg on that kick. He wasn't able to clear the crossbar.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Grab behind the line. It's Young. Gets away from one. Finds some space. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Snagged out of the air. Guys, let's take a step back and talk about Notre Dame. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time 4-star running back give a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like, David?
First of all, everybody saw it. It's all over social media, right? The excitement of landing a guy of that caliber. And just, I mean, that creates excitement in the whole recruiting class in this next cycle.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country. And we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Looking for a man. It's Carr. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42, and now this offense is clicking.
1st and 10, the whole menu open. You can run the football, you can do whatever you want. You can tell they call a pass. He does a really good job in the pocket, just being a great athlete. Scramble outside, go get another first down, 1st and 10 again.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Navy will have to punt it away.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They'll give it to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, we know this offense obviously really struggled there last time out. They knew coming into this one they would have to be better at running the football, and that just has not happened in this game. They're simply not physical enough offensively at this point.
dropping back. It's Carr. Here comes the heat. Got a man. It's Young. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they're able to get the ball to the back in the flat there, but how about the tackle by the linebacker out in space? That guy's not easy to bring down one-on-one, but he did an outstanding job.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Catch in the middle. It's Norton. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Wants to throw on 1st down. Immediately fires to the middle. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. It's been a defensive battle through the 1st period, and the stats tell that tale. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the 2nd quarter. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Hand off from the shotgun.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Norton. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And they're not on the same page there. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. They'll run it from the gun.
And, man, you got to like the swarm of this defense. You've got to get in the backfield, make some penetration, and realize the first guy's not going to always get that big sucker on the ground. Like, he's a big, strong dude. He's breaking tackles, but still swarming to the football, and this defense still gets a tackle for a loss.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. The holder will put it down on the right hash, a 33-yard try. He got it. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And Navy will go back on the attack. They're looking for any type of offense to try to get this thing going, down 3-0. Power football with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Guys, let's chat a bit about Navy. Good pickup on the recruiting trail just last week. 3-star defensive back, a guy that...
Yeah, and this is a program they're trying to build something. They're trying to climb to that next level, and this is how you do it. You get players that your school can go out and get, and now you let them play, start to develop, and turn into something great.
They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got him downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. He'll do it himself on the draw.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. The midshipmen come to the line on 3rd and inches. He's got the tight end. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. 3rd and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the first down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
Needs it to keep this drive alive. They make the stop, but not before he picks up a first down for Navy.
When you got the ball on their side of the field on 4th and 1, you are absolutely going to go for it and be aggressive. Am I right?
You are right. You know, some may say the quarterback talked the coach into it, but the quarterback's decision is on 3rd down. If he doesn't get it, 4th down is up to the coach.
And listen, every player wants to go for it. The coach always makes the decision. The players always win.
Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Now the play fake. They're working that left side. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Buys a little extra time. Snags it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
This is exactly why this guy is your QB. He does such a great job of buying time, has such great speed, just stresses the defense. What do you want to do? You want to blitz me? Sure, I'm going to scramble outside the pocket, complete the pass. He's just posing so many problems and so many headaches.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on 1st down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
He caught it. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They could tie the game here with a field goal, but instead looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got it on the move. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. Guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. And they can't punch it in with a 1st down run, and the defense has one stop.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense. You're creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. And there was no just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This offense has been stuck with the negative integers, -1, -1 on the last two. Now it's 3rd and goal. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
And how about this offensive line? 3rd and goal, you gotta have it. They flew off of the ball. They got some push. They made that easy on the running back to score that touchdown.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here come the Irish back on offense. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Looking to throw, it's Carr. Throws to the wideout. Working that left side. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
Looking to throw again. Going for it all. Touchdown, Irish! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And here comes the Navy offense. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
And they can't make the play on 3rd down. Navy will have to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Wants to throw. It's Carr. Quick completion on the out route. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work. The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short. Looking downfield, and time is running short. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They boot it away on 4th down. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Wants to go up top on first down. Oh, he wants it all. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Under fire. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. Not a lot of scoreboard fireworks from these guys in the first half, but they've got a chance here after making some halftime adjustments.
Yeah, and remember, it just takes one play to kick the door open, and all of a sudden there's a lot more confidence again. So which guy on this offense can hit the big home run and break this thing open?
Well, and the good thing is it's such a low-scoring game. I'm still very much in this. I can be who I am, make a few tweaks, make a few adjustments, and get this offense rolling.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Just needs a crack to get a return. The solid return this offense nicely. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The full force, the full-throated roar of the brigade, helping this Navy defense. Back to throw, it's Carr. He'll take the deep shot. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. He'll try to take it back. After making the interception, he sets up his offense by running it back to the 39.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Off the play fake on first down. On the run, deep down the right side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes. That's exactly what they were thinking that time. Just a little bit off on the throw. Nice play by the defense, but I love the aggressive nature that time by the O.
Navy needs to come up with a big play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down.
Black 14. Left side.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going up top again. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
Right on target this time. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside. Defense.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
And the defense tried to cheat a little space and get in that neutral zone, but it's still 1st and goal. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Navy will have it with a 1st and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. They want to throw it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. Trying to pound it in. Absolutely nowhere to go as this. Makes a 3rd down stop.
On the play.
We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Instead of opting for the chip shot field goal attempt and tying the game, these guys want to take the lead. It's complete to the left. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Nevada is being humbled today. There's just no other way to say it. A complete and thorough thumping. They're trailing by 21 to Texas State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Here come the Irish back on offense. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold offense.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. The offense lining up for a first down play. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly, and that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. The Irish send out the punt unit. He's got it. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. And Navy will go back on the attack. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Looking for room, it's Wallace.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
They'll run it. Can't get him to the ground. Tackle is made at the 44 after the 5-yard gain and the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And we talk to teams week after week and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that one.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
The midshipmen looking for a chunk play on 3rd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes the grab. It touches him. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set, why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
Trying to make magic with his feet. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
And that's frustrating for a defense. You have to know, 4th down, this quarterback is going to be a threat to run the football. They got a little bit out of position. He makes them pay and gets a fresh set of downs.
Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying play action. Right down the middle. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver. This offense needs all the help they can get today, and that pass interference penalty is a much-appreciated lifeline.
Let's go.
Navy will have it with a 1st and goal.
Let's go.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. He's got it on the run. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, midshipman!
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now and I'm using my athleticism and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. They'll send the back in motion. To throw, it's Carr. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Snags it on the right. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. They're going to run it.
And it's another tackle for loss for this defense. I'll tell you, they came into this game knowing they had to shut this guy down. He's one of the best in the nation, and they've given him the ball a bunch. He's just had nowhere to run, and I don't think anybody expected him to struggle as much as he had so far in this game.
He's got it. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the... yard line, the offense looking for a score. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. from the red zone, looking for a space. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
He'll do it himself. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Plows through the defense. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. Never a doubt. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Here's the return from inside his 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here comes the Navy offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty, and they're just so hard to tackle. And you can see he just does a great job breaking tackles, breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows that runs work the best for me in this game. What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
He'll pull it down and run. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking for a gap. It's Wallace. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
Let's go.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Now he's looking to throw it. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
How oftentimes can you say that there is a safety who is the most dangerous guy on the field with the ball in his hands? Did you see that guy and his ability in the open field once he picked it off? There was nobody on offense even coming close to getting that guy down. What an athlete.
He's into the end zone. The two-point conversion is good, and we're tied here in the final period. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. This will test them. You just gave up the game-tying interception, and now it's on you to try to get the lead back. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for a loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Here's a heat. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, just nowhere to go there. And it started in the pocket. It was collapsing. Quarterback felt it, so he tried to get outside, make something happen himself, but give the defense tons of credit. Excellent job in pursuit. They're able to give up no gain.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. The short hands, it's Wallace. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
A nice job by the QB. It's 3rd down. It's money down. I'm looking to throw the ball down the field. What? What's open? My running back. Find him, hit him, let him do the rest. Good job.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again, and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Whistle blows, clock stops, and there are 2 minutes left to play in this one. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back. Navy will have to punt it away. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Who could ask for anything more? Coming down the gut of the game, and maybe one of those moments that will be etched in the annals of this rivalry forever. Back to pass, it's Carr. He's going for it all. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. Offense in a bunch formation. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. A strike downfield. All down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Strong. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle. It's Strong. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Biggest drive of the game coming up right now as this team tries to win it in regulation. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Timeout is called. The clock stopped with 26 seconds left. Powers forward. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
Well, it's a great job executing by the offense to get that touchdown. I think you kick the extra point right now, make it a 7-point game with only seconds to go.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point.
28, Navy, 21.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Navy will go back on the attack. Time's running out, Jesse. They're in a world of trouble, but as long as you've got a few ticks, there's a chance.
And they've got a quarterback, David. Just going to have to come down to some good old-fashioned heroics, right? You can't take a sack. You're going to have to buy time, and you're going to have to make some incredible throws.
Buy some time and show off that cannon, because he's going to have to throw this thing a long way down the field and get really, really lucky.
Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Catch in the middle. It's Clayton. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil, guys. See if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
He just took a shot down the field, didn't get it, so you've got time for one more play. Everybody thinking Hail Mary right now. I know the odds don't say you're going to come up with it, but, man, we have...
Sends it downfield. Ball is incomplete. Falls to the turf, and that's going to do it, and it went right down to the final play. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going...